second down and 8 to start things out. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Yeah, coming back, bro.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
This is easy, man. It's light work right here.
From the gun, it's Bortles, eluding the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
But Bortles simply cannot keep putting his defense in these types of predicaments. He's got to take care of the football.
And last season, a lot of the turnovers, just like this one, in Jags territory. 11 of the 16 really put them in a tough spot in plus territory for the opposition. Wilson again to Rawls. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. On third down, Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And he is knocked down from the side. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep running.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to hit the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
It's about to be halftime,
Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. They give it to Rawls. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Well, selfishly, I'm happy for that incompletion because I wanted to discuss Philadelphia's situation this last week. Jake Elliott, kicker, unfortunately got hurt. They went for 2. They went for it on 4th down. And who was doing the kickoffs for them?
Camus Grugier-Hill, who's a backup outside linebacker. A guy that can flat out run and plays well in special teams. But who knew he had a big leg, a big foot on him as well. So normally you would think that the punter would take over the duties. But the motion of the leg swing is different. I don't think the Eagles wanted to mess with Donnie Jones's leg swing as a punter.
3rd and 2. Now Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
You took it right now. You thought I was going to run. You thought I was going to run.
Now Wilson on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. On first down, Wilson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Telvin Smith coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. Here's Wilson to throw on 2nd down. And Graham's got it, complete. And he'll go down at the 28. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Graham. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. To throw again is Wilson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Wilson will throw again. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Jimmy Graham from 6 yards away. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Well, we got a minute here after that incompletion. What are your Thanksgiving plans this week?
Well, I'm still trying to figure them out totally, but can I tell you what happened pre-Thanksgiving?
Sure.
Okay, my game this week,
Yeah.
I had Minnesota and Los Angeles. So
Right.
in pregame, I got bumped into the GM of Minnesota who had a big cup of coffee.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Sheldon Richardson. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Airing it out for Hurns. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Here's Brad Nortman now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They go play action here on first down. And it's hauled in by Nick Vanette. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
The game is over, bro.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Now after the made field goal, Walsh back out to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
A final shot before half for Bortles. Going for the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to run for the third quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Short kick. It's taken at the 23. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Second half starts with a run by Rolls. And he'll be knocked down sideways. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. From the shotgun, Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be a second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be